Hello chat, this is Dan VR. Today's video is going to be a much more serious topic. It's going to involve a lot of talking about grooming, about pedophilia, about self-harm. If you're not comfortable with those topics, you can just click off now. But going straight into it, about a week ago now, I was approached, or a DM came to me from an individual that said that they had a terrible experience with two people who are relatively well known within the community. These two individuals are Sewer Milk, being a content creator, a fan artist in the Deepwoken Discord, and an Agamatsu moderator, and Nico Tagayo, a content creator who's very well known for his massive donations to other larger content creators like Supa, Valkus, Agamatsu, and he is a content creator himself. Of course, he is also an Agamatsu moderator and has been long term. Now, I will state that as of making this video, I believe both of them have either stepped down or been removed from their moderator position, though I cannot 100% guarantee that, as it's very difficult to actually see, who still can moderate, at least on the Agamatsu YouTube channel, unless he's live and I can see that kind of stuff. So jumping straight into it, the individual that had first approached me, he goes by the name of Zach, says or claims that he had first met Sewer Milk between April and May of this year in the Agamatsu Discord. So he and Milk began as just friends. Milk had helped him get Void Walker, helped him playing the game. They were just friends, joking around. It was nothing serious. Rather quickly, the conversations became much more sexual, much more intimate, and it went from there, and it just kept going deeper and deeper and deeper until they eventually ended up in a relationship. Now, at this point, around May, from what I understand from this timeline, Zach had let Milk know that I'm 14. Now, Sewer Milk himself is 17. So we have Zach is 14, Sewer Milk is 17. Now, after knowing this age, Sewer Milk continued the relationship. He kept pressuring for sexual content, sexual messages, sexual images, sexual audios and videos. He kept pressuring this 14-year-old to continue with their relationship. And from what I can understand, looking at this timeline, he recognized that it was wrong. He said it was wrong, and he continued with it anyways. Now, a defense that Sewer Milk has tried to state in the last week or so, one is that he's claimed that everything is fake. He's tried to say that everything is fake. He's told his friends to say that everything is fake. And he has really not acknowledged anything. He's not talked to the victim. He's not interested in it at all. The other defense he had was that the 14-year-old allegedly was threatening him with suicide. And that Milk's defense was, well, if I left, this guy said he was going to kill himself, so I just had to stay. That, of course, obviously isn't watertight because he continued pressuring him for sexual content. And then on top of that, there's not much proof of that. Both of these individuals had expressed thoughts of self-harm. In fact, Zach, the victim of the situation, has said that he began self-harming because of how destructive his relationship with Sewer Milk was to his mental health, and that he didn't fully understand just how bad things were until his close friends had pulled him out of it and said, this isn't normal. You shouldn't, this person shouldn't be talking to you like this. You shouldn't be talking to him. This isn't right. This has not been an easy situation to go over. I genuinely can't believe that this is still happening in the community. Now, I had tried to get in contact with Milk myself. Unfortunately, he has his friend requests off, so I'm not able to actually DM him. And then fairly recently, when I tried to join mutual servers that I thought he would be in, I noticed that he had changed his tag, and I believe now he's left majority of the public servers that he was once in. So I've had no way to actually contact this person. Regardless, the screenshots provided are These are pretty damning. This covers a lot. Pretty much everything is here. This individual Sewer Milk needs to be banned immediately from the game entirely. Gone. No, he will never ever have a chance to play a Momad Studios game again. And one of the major reasons that I'm even making this video is because the victim of the situation says that they had tried to talk to moderators. Now, I don't have any screenshots of these conversations. I don't have any proof that they happened. So we have to I'm taking this with a grain of salt. However, The victim did say that they've tried to talk with the Deepwoken moderators. They've sent these screenshots. They've tried to be like, hey, this guy needs to be removed from the community. And he was told that he does not have enough proof and that the moderation team can't do anything at this point, which is absurd because these screenshots they're genuinely insane. There's no way that there isn't enough proof here. I mean, everything is right there. And to take it even one further, a different individual then saw these screenshots when they really like blew up and the initial, and then when Zach had made an initial video talking about the situation, a different person left a comment and said, I also had a bad situation with Milk too, which happened after Zach and Milk's relationship. So I want you to understand this timeline. This individual, this 14-year-old Zach and the 17-year-old Milk had a inappropriate relationship where Milk admitted that it was wrong and they should never have done it. So they stopped talking, and that's it. And then, in August, only a few months later, Milk then goes and talks to a 13-year-old and pressures him to send sexual content. Now, it's unclear in this second situation with the 13-year-old if Milk was aware of his age. But regardless, this is a children's game in a community that's mostly minors. And this individual is running around making sexual advances on almost everyone he can. Even Inu has had bad experiences with this person. This is not, you can't have these people in your community. Like, I don't understand where the mental disconnect is. There's so much predatory behavior in the Deepwoken community. This is the only community. I've never seen any other community on Roblox that has this many groomers or this many pedophilic allegations as Momad Studios. I don't know where the disconnect is, but you can't. These people need to be banned immediately. They are like they are tumors. The more you ignore them, the more you turn a blind eye, the more you just say like you try to write it off with some sort of bullshit fucking context that would ever make any of this make sense. It just makes things worse. These people need to be banned the moment people know of the situation. On all platforms, on everything. Just gone. Now, in the second part of this video, I am now talking about Nico DeGaio. Now, he was not involved in these relationships. I'll say that outright. He was not involved in these groomer allegations. It is alleged that Nico had tried to defend Sewer Milk or tried to like hide the severity of these actions. People would join his Discord that he co-owned with Milk, and anytime people asked about it, or anytime like a fresh Discord account joined, they'd be immediately banned. However, I don't have any proof of this. I was not witness to any of this, so again, that needs to be taken with a grain of salt. I am talking about Nico DeGaio, though, however, because he himself has displayed incredibly aggressive behavior to people in the community. Now, at one point, an individual in the Deepwoken community was dating an ex of Nico DeGaio. When he found out about this, his response was essentially to compile a docs thread. He put together every piece of information, every sexual act, how do I word this? He put together every message, every image he could of his ex engaging in sexual relationships with other men. This was a homosexual relationship. And then he threatened to send it to his ex's parents. He essentially went to the new boyfriend and said, hey, if you don't stop talking to my ex, like if you don't delete your Discord, delete your social media, if you don't vanish tonight, I'm going to dox my ex, who has very rigorously Catholic, strict parents. This will ruin his life. He was essentially saying, if you don't stop talking to this person, I'm going to destroy his life. That can't be allowed. That kind of person can't be allowed in the community, let alone be as well known or as involved as they are. Another part that I'd like to add is that both Nico DeGaio and Sewer Milk co-wrote some sort of super ASMR. I don't even know what this is, but you click on it and it's very overtly sexual. I mean, obviously, you can just read it. Like, in no way is this allowed. Both of these individuals cannot. I don't think they can be in the community. That is just, you can't let this shit happen, man. I don't understand how they even got this far. Like, surely other people knew. I mean, like, when you see something like this, you've got to say something. You've got to let the right people know. I'm doing this because even when the right people were told, at least from what I understand, it wasn't enough. And it's almost more important than the actual decision is the court of public opinion. Like, these are really shitty people, and we all recognize that. Maybe as a community, we can force a decision here. Because it wasn't you this time. But imagine what if it was your younger brother or your younger sister that encountered somebody like this on their own games that they play? What if it was somebody that you care about that was taken advantage of here and didn't even fully understand what was happening to them until it was too late?